Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Ofentse Malele. I'm your education expert, and we are sitting again with Bellview Institute of Distance Learning Principal, Mr. Jan Badenhorst. Thank you very much for joining us. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about, does accreditation expire? Now, this is a comment that we found in one of our previous YouTube videos. And this was actually quite a popular question, just asked in various different ways. So today we're talking about it. Does accreditation really expire?
Well, I want to start off by saying thank you for the question. What we're trying to do is to talk about questions that come up, and if you comment, if you give us a question, then certainly we're going to try to answer that question in the next video.
Absolutely.
That's probably more interesting than us coming up with a topic. Does accreditation expire? Okay, cool. That's a deep question there. Mostly yes. I'm saying mostly yes, because it depends. We've got three major accrediting bodies: Malele, the QCTO, and the CHE. They all have their own kind of rules. And depending on how well you do in the accreditation process, sometimes you can get a shorter or a longer accreditation. But accreditation always, you issue the certificate and it is valid up until a certain date. And then as you get closer to that date, the body that accredited you will contact you and say, cool, we must renew, we must update your accreditation. They'll put you through another process. Obviously, if you pass your first accreditation well, and if they didn't get any complaints in the 3, 4, 5, 7 years that you've now been accredited, it's going to be an easier process to extend it or to update it, to get your new, I want to say new because it's not really new, you're kind of just going further. But I think they also use that as a point to pause and go, listen, if I've got a lot of complaints from a college, if I have a lot of problems with the college, I'm going to have a very, very serious accreditation site visit, because I'm coming in with tough questions. If I feel at the end of the accreditation period, I've got problems with the college, I tell them, but they don't respond the way the accrediting body wants to. So yes, it expires. No, it's not comfortable for the college. It's extra work for us. But certainly it is there to protect the students, and in that sense, it's a good thing. So yes, it does expire. Which I guess also means that if you're asking me, is a college accredited, you can also ask, when does its accreditation expires, and they can show you a certificate of the expiry date. And if I can add a question to that, I'm trying to think what else this person was thinking. Remember, if you have an accredited qualification, you have an accredited qualification. There's a university, I think, that lost its accreditation for its law degrees or for its MBA a few years back. So if I got my MBA from that university when it was accredited to offer it, and now it's lost its accreditation, do I no longer have my MBA? No, you have it. So it's like getting a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
If you get a tattoo and the tattoo parlor closes down, they don't take back the tattoo. Their qualification is like a tattoo.
Yeah.
It's permanent.
That's a good analogy.
Yes.
It's an excellent analogy. But one of the other questions that come up a lot is people asking how if that whole accreditation process, because sometimes the timeline can be a little bit milky, does one then lose their certificate, or does it drop value in like the long-term reputational essence of
more and more, certainly in colleges like us, more and more students are studying national qualifications. In the case of NATED, the final qualification you get, you're going to get from the QCTO. So if you're a university, I got my degree from your university, and your university closes down, but your university name is on my degree, I am going to feel that my degree is now worth less. I'm going to feel like that. It isn't like that, but it's going to feel like that.
Yeah.
If I study a national diploma in educare with your college, because you're accredited to offer it, I write exams to the Department of Higher Education because I'm registered there to write the exam, the QCTO is going to send me my diploma. Whether your college exists or doesn't exist, I have my diploma. Like I said, it's like a tattoo.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think in the college sector, in the above matric but below degrees, in our sector, I don't think The qualifications tend to come from the outside body. The qualification you would get from a college, often if you get a college certificate, it will tend to be a short course certificate.
Yeah.
But your full programs, your fully accredited programs, if you study ICB with us, you're going to get a qualification from the ICB. So if something happens to us, you're going to go, the qualification says ICB, it doesn't say Bellview. You get your national certificate, your national diploma that you studied with us, it says national certificate, it says national diploma, it doesn't say Bellview.
Okay.
So in our case, I'm saying no. What happens with the college afterwards doesn't really matter to you. You have your qualification. And I guess part of your question was, okay, but something happens in the middle of my studies.
Yes.
Now, part of the accreditation process is they look closely at the finances of a college. Okay. You must have healthy finances, and then you put in place insurance or a bank loan. There's financial instruments that you must put in place, otherwise you don't get accredited, which are there to protect the students if something would happen to the college.
Okay.
So you're halfway through your national diploma with me,
yeah,
and the college burns down, and I don't restart it. That money, the accrediting, the QCTO will go, oh, you students, that money is there. It's insurance or it's a bank guarantee. It's solid. They will use that money to place you at another college.
Okay.
So studying at an accredited college is a bit of a safety net, in that if something happens to that college, the accrediting body are going to look after the student. And they put the money in place to do that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That should ease a lot of people's shock, or rather not.
Well,
shock,
it's a good reason to really be clear about, am I studying at an accredited college?
Yeah. Well, and to see more on accreditation and the importance of accreditation, please click in the description link below. We have tons of videos talking about accreditation. But I think this now brings us to the end of this particular video.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming through today. So guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't be shy to drop comments in the comment section below. Ask us as many questions as you guys want to. We love talking to you guys, and we are more than happy to make tons of videos simply addressing your questions. That is what we are here for. We're here to provide as much information for you guys as possible. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.